Welcome to Le Cordon Bleu in London, where today 10 of the UK's best young chefs and future culinary stars will turn up the heat and compete for the title of Young National Chef of the Year. Welcome to the Craft Guild of Chefs Young National Chef of the Year Grand Final. This is more than a prestigious culinary competition. It's a unique global event where hungry young professionals launch their careers by showcasing their unparalleled passion, creativity and drive. Finalists are chosen by the Craft Guild of Chefs from an agreed selection of professional industry competitions, ensuring that only the best make it to our finals. And now they'll have to work harder than ever before to wow the judges, chaired by Michelin-starred chef Hrishikesh Desai. The stakes are high and the competition fierce. Only one outstanding person can take away the award, and with it the chance to put their career on the map with profile-raising PR opportunities and an entree into some of the world's finest kitchens. Every contestant is a potential future star, and in an unprecedented era for global hospitality, we believe that they'll be leading the way forward for our whole sector. So who will win out in this extraordinary year?
This year, more than any, we've had to make some dramatic changes to make sure that we keep everyone safe. Also, we run a competition at a time when a lot of things stopped. And that's been important to me, it's been important to the Guild, and actually it's been important to the chefs competing, because they're the ones that possibly early on, when the furlough was happening and there was a lot of anxiety and uncertainty, this gave them something to focus on. They needed something to look forward to, and they needed a goal. We're looking forward to seeing the next rising stars.
This year's competition will be judged by an esteemed panel of judges, including Chantal Nicholson, chef patron of Treadwell's, Alan Williams, chef and past National Chef of the Year winner, Julie Walsh, head pastry chef lecturer at Le Cordon Bleu, and our chairman of judges, Hrishikesh Desai.
I love judging Young Chef of the Year at the Young Chefs. Just have a purer approach to their cooking, and they show us just good, solid cooking skills.
They're taking the traditional technique and turning it around and using modern technology. So it's really great to see what they're doing.
They're really passionate about what they're doing. That shines through in the food, but it also shines through in the way that they act and they walk around the kitchen.
To seek out the talent that's out there, and also to see what is to come within our industry. You know, youngsters are the future for us. I was born in India. My childhood was absolutely brilliant. My father's a businessman, so this allowed us to enjoy what middle-class family life is. Best part was there was no pressure on us that you got to be a doctor or engineer. Everybody knows Horrid Henry. I was one of those. I couldn't sit still, and if there was nothing to do, I will find something to do. But this helps in building a good team, because you're working in an environment where there is enormous amount of pressure, but at the same time you want to release that pressure by having some sort of mischief. The food factor in my childhood memories has been absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it's all my mum's food. She was the biggest influence for me. And I clearly remember her cooking meals for the entire family, vegetarian, but the flavor was absolutely incredible. I used to always say to my parents, you know, I want to own a hotel without even understanding how much money is required. That love for hospitality started because of the visit to a wedding in a five-star hotel. But at that time, chefing was not on the cards. I never wanted to be a chef. When I went to Institut Paul Bocuse in Lyon, and I saw a creme brulee being blowtorch, that changed the whole world for me. I arrived in the UK in the year 2003. It was my first job after my professional course in Institut Paul Bocuse. Then came the opportunity to go to Lucknow Park. I was there with Howell Jones, my mentor, my father figure, and sort of saw me through different stages of my career. The opportunity at Gilpin came. Little I knew that it's going to be a television program called Alex Polizzi's Chefs on Trial. And yeah, got the job. I started in 2015. Since then, it's been an incredible journey to get the Michelin star within a year's time, get the 4 rosettes from 3 to 4. My mum was the biggest inspiration because the way she cooked and the way she looked after us. As I got into the chefing world, then the Roux family, obviously Thomas Keller, Paul Bocuse. Now I get quite a lot of inspiration from the young chefs who are coming up. They are fearless. They come up with ideas which some of us cannot think, if you want to call us as old school. Them are the pioneers now who will make sure that the UK industry will survive. It's absolutely important to have a good mentor, or as we call a guru. For any young chefs, you find your mentor and stick with him or her, and don't have the fear of asking questions. Still now, at the age of 40, I call Havel and ask chef, what should I do? There's Kesh, you got a Michelin star and 4 roses, why are you asking me this question? I won the National Chef of the Year in 2010. I never thought that I'll win this title, but the dream to win the title was always there. When I saw the name of the title, National Chef of the Year, I was like, God, this is really serious. That 2.5 hours were tough. The pressure was so intense and high. And then my name was called and I was like, wow, this can't be true. It was absolutely brilliant. When I was asked to become the chairman of the Young National Chef of the Year, it was a big honor. I want to give back to the industry. The young chefs are our ambassadors and they are the ones who will take this industry forward. So Young National Chef of the Year is a stepping stone. What do I hope to bring to the competition is a good spirit, but at the same time sending the message across to the young chefs that it's just not a competition, it's all about you and the characteristics that is going to help you to be a better person in life. The criteria for 2020 is very challenging. We have introduced something that is called Future 50 Foods. The starter is to make a vegetarian velouté with a fresh ravioli. They have to use one of the Future 50 food criterias in making the dish. The Future 50 is those 50 food elements which are sustainable for the planet Earth, which can produce in abundance with using less energy, less water, less natural resources. The main course is using the Norwegian seafood fish that is caught at the sea and flash frozen. It can be either a cod or haddock. And they again have to use a few Future 50 elements, an Asian style dish, which will be very challenging to many young chefs. Finally, for the pudding, it's going to be the classic pain perdu, and they have to use the stone fruit, which is peaches. The person who will win this competition is the person who will balance the menu perfectly, make sure that the textures, the cooking temperatures are spot on, and the timing will be very, very crucial. The Young National Chef of the Year is a big accolade. You are a Young National Chef of the Year. It's going to open a lot of doors for you. Only 10 get selected, and from that 10, only 1 is the Young National Chef of the Year.
The atmosphere was tense. You could definitely cut everyone off. There's just something about a competition which you can't get at work. It's that drive, it's that rush. It feels amazing.
Busy, everyone everywhere, trying to get stuff done. If we could stay calm, it'd be an easy job, but you're trying to work on stoves you don't know, ovens you don't know. One thing goes wrong, and then you look at the time and you have half an hour left and you're thinking, okay, I've got to keep going now.
Today in the kitchen it was very stressful. It's always hard to be in competitions, but today was extra pressure.
You got to hit hard first, so if you don't hit it hard, you'd have to go up and down, so just hit it hard and keep on going. And then if you slow down, you need to give yourself a little kick.
It was a little bit tense, I got to be honest. Normally I've only done 3-hour competitions, so to condense it all down at 2 hours, bit of a head rush.
We were all joking and laughing around to begin with, and then the time started and we were just heads down and everybody ran around like dogs for 2 hours. So everybody knows what they're doing, it's just we doing it under the pressure and getting it out as clean and tasty as you can.
What it takes to win: hard work, practice, focus, and just to have a good time. I think when people don't enjoy it, it's when things go wrong.
If you don't practice, I don't think you're gonna produce the 3 courses in 2 hours, and it won't be the standard they are looking for.
Every chef that joins the competition will be really competitive, and we all want to win it. We're in it, we win it.
So you've got to be able to be organised, clean, managed. You've got to know what you're doing. You can't just rock up and try cook it.
With everything that's going on, it just gives us all a confidence boost and proves that we are actually good at our jobs, and this industry does deserve to be here. We're a great industry.
Enjoy the competition because you deserve to be in here. Do not wait for the last moment, because you need to give enough time for the judges to actually taste your food. Make the most of it, okay guys? There are some really, really good dishes in here. It's purely flavor. bring it all together, and you will see. Okay? All the best, guys.
Good luck. 2 hours starting now.
Minutes have gone. There's a lot that's happening, but
Okay.
again, I think I'm really worried that I'm not seeing any plates coming up. So I hope they don't repeat the mistake to leave it at the last minute. The key is to get your starter out of the way, and you will realize how simple then the next task will be.
Feeling confident?
Yeah, I've done it a few times. I've competed it for like 8 years, so I'm used to the pressures of it.
Cooking really is in the blood for Eden Allsworth, who decided she wanted to be a chef at the tender age of 6, inspired by her parents, who are also chefs. Having spent time at Colette's at the Grove in Watford, she is now a demi-chef de partie at Cliveden House Hotel in Berkshire. Having made the semi-final in 2018, Eden is ready for the tense atmosphere of this year's final and is focused on pushing herself to be the best she can be.
Young National Chef means to me that I get to push myself and be the best that I can be and get to compete with other people that are in the top of their league, and I can prove myself that I actually deserve to be there. My dad is definitely my biggest inspiration. My parents had a catering company from when I was a little kid, and then he taught me at college, and every single one of my competitions he's always been there. He's definitely my biggest inspiration. The starter is probably my strongest. I was really happy with that, and when I practiced it I was really happy with the flavours and consistencies that I had. So today I cooked a broccoli and watercress velouté with a goat's cheese and pickled walnut ravioli. I got a bright green colour on it, which I was really happy with as well.
Happy?
Yeah, really happy.
Absolutely got everything. Your pickled walnuts?
Yeah, they're in
Your velouté?
Yeah.
Ravioli? Well then, let's see what judges think, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
It's nicely seasoned.
Seasoned, perfect.
Yeah, it is.
How's it going, Chef?
Yeah, well.
Yeah? What have you got going on in some of these pans?
So I've got a white onion velouté.
Yeah.
I'm making a dal here. A yellow lentil dal. I've got cauliflower puree and a coconut sauce.
The buzz of making people happy through food and the thrill of a busy service is what it's all about for Charlie Croat, junior sous chef at Allegra. He honed his skills under chef John Williams at the prestigious Ritz London. He feels privileged to be part of the Young National Chef of the Year final, and whilst it was unexpected at first, his main goal is now to win.
I think of it as the top tier of competitions for people my age. Before the restaurant opened, it was something to focus on. I was playing around, had a few ideas, started cooking, had time to practice. It's been keeping me busy, keeping me focused. We opened the restaurant about a week after lockdown, and we've been heaving ever since. We've been busy. Food's been better than ever. My head chef, Patrick's been quite a good inspiration to me the last few weeks. He's been helping me a lot with the dishes. I've given him things and he's told me what's good and what's not good, and it's been good. Probably would say my starter's my strongest dish. Very happy with it. It's nice and sharp with clean flavours. I'm doing a white onion velouté with watercress and caramelised onion.
All good, chef? Happy? Thank you.
Chef, what have you got going on in here?
Right now I've just got a carrot escargot.
Yeah.
There's going to be some garnish for my velouté.
And all going to plan so far?
Yeah, it's all going to plan at the minute.
Inspired by his executive chef Howell Jones at Lucknow Park Hotel, Jamar Semper House has always wanted to be a chef and certainly enjoys the challenge of creating dishes from scratch, showing his creativity and challenging himself against other chefs. He began training as a chef at City of Bristol College, where he studied for 2 years as an apprentice. His first job was at Berwick Lodge Hotel under chef Paul O'Neill.
Young National Chef of the Year means everything to me. It's a fantastic competition to be a part of, and to have that title would be fantastic. It'd be amazing. Having the competition to look forward to this year has really kept me going through the lockdown. Being back at work is just it's an incredible feeling. Raring to go every day in the kitchen. I enjoy classical French cooking. I really love old school flavours and thinking about balance, and cooking fish is one thing that I love a lot. So the brief this year was very up my street. At the start of the competition we got started, I burnt my granola, so that was a setback straight away. But I feel like I recovered from that pretty well, made a few adjustments and brought it back, and I was happy with what I served.
You happy about this? Well done. Let's go for the main course, okay? Thank you.
That's probably my favourite, and I really liked that he used the carrot tops for pasta.
Yeah. That
And he also said he burned his first granola.
He did,
so
yeah.
the makeshift one, which actually is fine.
Yeah.
How's it going, Chef?
Yeah, right, thank you.
Yeah, staying on course.
Yeah, just get a few more started now.
Yeah.
Yep, in the next 5 minutes.
How are you finding the final so far?
Busy.
Busy, yeah.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Having represented Wales at the Culinary World Cup and winning gold at the Global Chefs competition, Harry Painter-Roberts is looking to add Young National Chef of the Year to his trophy cabinet. Currently a commis chef at Moore Hall Restaurant with Rooms, he has also worked under Aidan Byrne. Food is everything to him, and it always has been, after being inspired by TV chefs when he was younger, leading him wanting to learn more.
From a little boy from a little town in Wales, coming down here doing a competition, it's quite strange. So Young National Chef means to me is like seeing the people who won it in the past and then what they've achieved, and that's what I like to see, what I think I could do in my future career. I just really enjoy doing competition work, really. I've done it since I started cooking. It's just experience, and it's just built me up to be better. It takes practice, dedication, love and skill. All about the F-bombs, they say. You need to get the flavour in. If it looks pretty and it doesn't taste nice, there's no point doing it. It's all about the flavour. I'm cooking today a watercress velouté served with a slerac, truffle, copper meringue egg yolk and lovage ravioli with hazelnuts and some patty salad. I was a bit late on my starter because I wanted to get all my mise en place done and then get ready for service. Sometimes the pressure just gets you. The flavour was perfect, in my personal opinion. The flavour was tasty and everything. It just didn't look as clean as I wanted it to.
Hopefully the flavor will be spot on, okay? Well done. All right, next.
How's it all going then, Chef?
Yeah,
Is
not
it-
too bad.
Yeah, going all right?
Yeah, at the moment.
What you got going on in here?
So this is my velouté,
Yeah.
carrot cream and velouté, and this is for my dumplings for my main course.
Everything going to plan so far?
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay. All right, Chef. Well, we'll leave you to it.
A love for rugby was quickly quashed when the kitchen called for Ian Davies, chef de partie at the Manor House in Castle Combe. Having trained at Cross Keys College in Wales and University College Birmingham, he has worked for exclusive hotels and venues for 5 years and has enjoyed working in a number of their establishments, including Pennyhill Park and Spa, where he was crowned the highest achiever in the Craft Guild of Chefs Graduate Awards in pastry.
Young National Chef of the Year means the world to me because it means that I'm stepping up in where I am from where I started to where I am now in my career. I was doing all right up until a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, my grandfather passed away 4 weeks ago and I had the funeral last week. So it's like, then I had the competition. And it sucked because my granddad was my biggest fan and like he always wanted to know. So for me, I was doing it more for him now. So I'm being more hard on myself than I normally am. When you do the competition practice, when you do all the prep, it's like you just don't think about it. You just don't think about what's going on around here, what's going on outside. You kind of like put all your emotions and all your things outside of your head. And for me, it was like a good way just to kind of get out of the pressure of it all, the stress of it all, and just focus on one thing rather than on every other thing. Whether I win it or not, I'm proud of myself for that.
Are you happy? Yeah, I'm happy. Sure? Main course next.
Happy with your starter?
Yeah.
All going to plan?
Not just now, we're a bit behind.
Okay, just crack on, you'll be fine.
As a child, Sagar Massey wanted to be a pilot, but the pull of the kitchen was too great, especially with his dad and chef Graham Cheevers inspiring him too. Returning for his second Young National Chef of the Year final, Sagar is a sous chef at Mar Hall Hotel in Bishopton. Before that, he worked at Martin Wishart at Loch Lomond and the Isle of Eriska Hotel. Let's see if he flies high today.
I've been doing cooking for 4 years, and I've done college from West College, Scotland. And just now I'm working as a sous chef at Marhol Hotel, Bishopton. From March to end of the June, I was at home, but every day I was cooking something new, watching YouTube videos, reading the books, and making almost every day something new that I haven't made before. I was like dying to go back to the professional kitchens to work. So I'm cooking today a mushroom velouté with wild mushroom ravioli and Parmesan Royale, and a walnut foam with it.
Thank you very much. Are you happy with your dish? Just the way you wanted it to be? Okay, all the components are there? Brilliant, thank you. Let's go for the main course, okay? What is Jersey black butter?
It's apples that have been grown, mixed again with spices such as cinnamon.
From helping out at a family barbecue as a kid, to helping out with home dinners, to working at a cafe, Jacob Gosselin is now demi-chef de partie at Longville Manor Hotel and Restaurant in Jersey, where he has been for the last 3 years. The thing Jacob loves most about being a chef is that you can go anywhere in the world with cooking, and everywhere you go, the food is different.
I love cooking so much, and when I am cooking, everything just goes. It's just, you know, it's just you and the food and what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, and there's so many different things and so many different foods that you can play with. I just think it's fantastic. I made it to the final in 2016 or 17, and ever since then I've just wanted to see how far I can go and see how far I can push myself, and it's good to see how you've improved as well in then couple of years. Just the prestige and everything about it's just fantastic. Spiced beetroot and goat's cheese ravioli. That's going to be finished with a watercress velouté, heirloom carrot and watercress sort of like salad dressed with yuzu.
Are you happy?
Yeah, happy.
Do you think the quantity of your velouté to the raviolo is perfect?
Yes.
Sure?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's a nice looking ravioli there, chef.
Thank you, chef.
All looking good?
A bit behind, but
Yeah?
should be okay.
You got your time plan and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, everything's ready to go, so I just need to cook the pasta, clean down, and then start serving.
Dervis Mustafa trained at Westminster Kingsway College and is now a demi-chef de partie at Petrus by Gordon Ramsay. While studying, he also worked at Social Eating House. He wanted to be a chef as he simply loves food. Being able to take a simple raw ingredient and turn it into an amazing dish is what he enjoys most, as well as the fact that food helps to create new memories or enhance old ones.
Beginning of lockdown, I helped cook for the NHS for a bit. We just prep, I think it was 300-400 meals a day, just to send out to the NHS. It was every day something different, so a curry, a tagine, some desserts, just to keep them going for the job they were doing for us. It was good to give back. It felt good. This year I think it was a tough year to be doing it. No one's had any structure. It's not like you can have, okay, I have time to practice today, I can practice tomorrow. It's just whenever you get a second, you quickly do a bit of practicing. Today I'm cooking a green leaf, a ricotta ravioli, served with watercress velouté. It'd be an amazing thing to have accomplished, and it would mean a lot to win it.
Thank you. Are you happy?
No.
What could you do better?
I didn't have a jug. I wanted to serve at the table.
Okay. But are you happy with the flavors?
The flavors, yes, I'm happy.
Smashing. Looks really good. Let's do the main course, okay? Thank you. He didn't blanch it. Too dry.
Who's your starter chef? Just saw it on the pasta.
Yeah, really happy with it. Yeah.
And exactly how, like you were saying, it's gone to plan?
Gone to plan. Yeah. That's how I practice and that's how I come out.
Junior sous chef at the Art School restaurant in Liverpool, Edwin Cook has also worked in the London Carriage Works and at a family-run chip shop. Being a chef allows him to express his creative side and put culture into his dishes, while competing allows him to push himself to the limit, and he finds he learns so much along the way. Growing up in Hong Kong and travelling around Asia with his family gave him a taste of different cultures from a young age.
Young National Chef of the Year means a lot to me because it's the biggest competition in this country for young chef. I'm just really grateful to be part of it, and I'm so lucky that I can do it. You have to be ambitious and competitive to make the stuff better, even better every day. The brief that they gave us is really good because I read a lot of books over cooking during lockdown, and it come with a lot of ideas from different chefs that give me inspiration of what am I doing today. Today I'm going to cook a walnut and Coast and Bassett Stilton cheese ravioli with Granny Smith apples and pickled celery with spinach and watercress velouté on the side.
Are you happy with the dish? Just the way you wanted it to be? Anything missing? Shall we send it then?
Oh, I'm excited about this one. Ooh. The creamy ravioli was really delicious in the filling, so I think you did really well on that respect. You just neaten up the pastry a bit, but overall I did enjoy it, so well done. The velouté I thought was really delicious, really well seasoned. The pickled walnut was slightly overpowering. I really liked the filling in the ravioli as well, just like lots of flavour and quite earthy. Overall, really delicious and rich dishes. I mean, a beautifully presented plate of food. Bright, vibrant, really colourful. Loved the addition of the puff pastry on the side, very clever. The ravioli that you've done is, looks beautiful, and I really like the fact that you use the carrot tops in the pasta because in terms of zero waste, which is really innovative and interesting. So well done on that front. I found the flavour combination really delicious, really tasty. The creaminess of the yolk I thought worked really well with the dish. The flavour is absolutely delicious. The velouté really delicious. In terms of, I guess, balance and portion control, it's really, really important. So your ravioli, which the pasta itself was beautiful, a really nice al dente and a nice thin roll. The walnuts were quite overpowering, so they kind of did detract a little bit from the overall dish, but I really liked the kind of the acidity of the sweetness of the apple.
Chantal, let's talk starters.
Yes.
How were they?
They were incredible. I was so
Good.
Impressed with all of them. Amazing to see that passion, and then I think it literally transferred to the plate. And I think all the dishes had something really interesting to them. Obviously others, ate better than others, but in terms of flavour and in terms of actually following the brief, I think they all did an amazing job. I was really impressed to see the kind of incorporation of the Future 50 foods. I think that's something we all need to think more about.
Yeah.
So I was really impressed to see some of them that had kind of 4 in one plate. But I think overall, the layering of flavour from a dish that actually they've got, a lot of them had it at this age, which I think is a really great thing for the future.
We're really proud to sponsor the Young National Chef of the Year, to see these emerging talents, to see what they produce on the day. It's really important that we get to work with these guys and actually see how they evolve as well. Our prizes that we've put forward for this competition are all about personal development. Be it the Young National Chef of the Year, where we give them an opportunity to do a stage across the world, wherever they choose to go. Future 50 is incredibly important. We partnered up with the WWF to create the Future 50 report. Future 50 report really focuses on things that are grown sustainably and can be produced sustainably to help think about the planet for the future.
Okay, chefs, we are halfway through the competition. You've had 1 hour, you've got 1 hour remaining.
2 hours isn't a long time. I was doing quite well, I thought it was on time, and then there was a call of, you've had 45 minutes, and it was like a case of, oh.
I burnt my tempura pumpkin flour, which is I have to redo it.
Just the way you wanted? Thank you.
I feel like my strongest course is probably my main course. I know more about flavours in the main kitchen than pastry. Pan-fried cod, finished with wakame seaweed. We topped off with a lemongrass and kaffir lime leaf beurre blanc.
Very nice.
Doing doing roast cod, curry style. I like cooking meat and fish, it's my thing.
Interesting flavours. Right, well done.
Fish is really good.
The stronger dish that I think it will be is the main course. It's really from my heart and my culture. The broth is a dry lotus root broth, which is what I grew up with. You wouldn't see it in any Chinese restaurants. You only see it in the house, like a family meal. I'd done the broth and I clarified it for like a little consomme. So I'm mixing in French classical cooking with Asian style cooking.
Looks absolutely stunning. Okay, let the judges decide.
Definitely attractive.
I think my main course is the strongest one. I marinated the cod for more than 24 hours, so it's got a strong spice flavor.
Very nice, chef. Are you happy about it? Yeah, just the way you wanted? Yeah. Perfect, thank you.
It's tasty.
My strongest dish, I feel, is my main course. It's the one I'm most happy with, most confident cooking.
Just the way you wanted? Happy?
Fish fell apart.
It's not a problem. Flavors will speak more. Well done.
I was very happy with the cooking of the fish. I think I got it right, and a lot of flavour in the fish.
You happy?
I'm a little bit unhappy with the texture.
What's wrong with it?
It's not the texture that I wanted.
Well, you got a pak choy which is nicely caramelized.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will all change when it's in there. Well done, okay?
Main course, I'm doing a pan roasted cod loin served with a glazed cod cheek with soy, ginger and chilli.
Happy?
As a whole, eating the whole thing together is really nice, but the flavour of that broth just overtakes everything.
I did Asian-inspired cod with a coconut sauce, bok choy and mushrooms.
She says it's a coconut sauce. It's not bad, actually. A really good job. I have to say that it was good watching you work. You were pushing up. Your sauce was delicious. I thought that was really nice. It had a really good balance. I felt that with the sauce all together, it came together as a really nice dish. I think you've very pretty as well. Fish was a tiny bit undercooked at the very middle, but flavour-wise, that roast was delicious. Really nice. I think you really excelled yourself. Well, that fennel was delicious.
Thank you.
I have to say that was one of my highlights of the day. I thought that crust on top was kind of the masterstroke of the whole thing. That really brought the whole dish together. For me, it's not the prettiest of dishes. You know, saying that though, delicious. You got the balance of all the flavours. For me, the dish as a whole worked really nicely together. Your Achilles heel here was your broth though. You went a bit unbalanced. Every layer of it, every part of it just worked really well together. I thought it was really good. I think you really nailed the dish.
Right, Alan, let's talk main course. How were
Yes.
the main courses today?
Very good. Through both heats, I think this is one of the strongest competitions that I've judged at this level.
What's been so impressive?
I don't know, I think the brief was just really good. The main courses were about Asian inspired. What you then get is height of flavour. You know, you don't get bland dishes. And today, almost across the board, good balance.
What about techniques? Lots on show?
Some really good techniques, and there were some that were surprising, that didn't look like great techniques until you actually started eating them, and then you realise, actually, I get that, I understand why you did that. We saw some outstanding techniques as well, though. Some that, you know, I'm surprised at seeing the young chefs putting quite so much into an individual dish.
Every year, without fail, I travel north with some of the best chefs on earth with one goal: to track down some of the world's finest fish. Norway's jewel of the sea, the skrei. And we want one of you to come with us. Yes, it's dark, and it's tough, and it's cold, but it's also completely perfect. Fishing for skrei is the ultimate chef experience. It's got drama, it's got the freshest ingredients imaginable, and it's got great people. Scray fishing isn't easy. But neither is being a chef. And neither is this competition. But we still do it. And it's still magical.
Okay guys, 35 minutes remaining.
How's it all going, Chef?
Good.
It's going all right?
Yeah, we're going really well.
You seem to be happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
All going to plan so far?
So far, yes.
Good to hear.
Quite
Best of luck
happy.
for the rest of it.
Thank you.
For dessert, I did a plum pampadu with tonka bean on glaze.
I'm just hoping that it's not going to be too tonka beanie.
It won't though.
No, perfect. And her pudding, I think, is going to be the best. I think, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. That's it. Well done.
She's done a good job there.
Everything went as planned up until my dessert. Probably didn't plate it like I would have liked to have. I had some whipped creme fraiche that was a bit softer than it should have done.
When they told us it was 15 minutes left, I was just starting my dessert, and I was like really concerned if I'm gonna be over or not. But I done it, so I'm happy about it.
Very nice, chef. Last and the best. Do you think the chocolate is okay? Well done. Okay.
How is it?
And my dessert is a vanilla pampadu with honeycomb, roasted rum plums, and a plum and vanilla ripple ice cream.
Well done. Well done.
My dessert is pan perdu with poached and caramelized peach in sherry vinegar with a whiskey cream. When it's come to the end to serve the desserts, I was running out of the time, so it was a bit stressful at that moment. I cut the bread bit thin.
Plating the dessert, I did rush a little bit. Maybe I could have slowed down there and, you know, perfected it that little bit extra.
Is it a pampadu?
It's meant to be. I don't think it is though.
Looks like it's on.
Just under 8 minutes remaining.
As time went on today, it got a little bit more heated and more intense. I fell behind early on and I was trying to catch up with the rest of the competition.
Yeah, it's pretty tense. Whenever they call out the times, you start to clench up a little bit.
The stress in there for me was mostly the timing, and the last 5 minutes you could feel the adrenaline. I thought it was brilliant.
I was just really nervous about it when I played up. My hand just wouldn't stop shaking.
1 minute.
Last push. Come on, kid. There. Go for it. There is one in there. Well done. Happy, yeah? Well done.
After I served the main course, I slowly ran out of time with the dessert. It wasn't the presentation that I wanted it to be, but I was very happy with all the flavours.
It's gonna go. Send it. Well done.
At the end, I struggled with the induction a little bit and I burnt my caramel. The chef was saying your time's up and you're like, okay, what do I do now? So I just took a breath and just cracked on with it.
Finish properly, okay? Do what you're supposed to do, okay? Don't worry.
I know I went a bit over, but I'd rather serve a dish that was cooked properly and have an extra minute knock off than serve something bad.
That's alright. At least you finished it. Okay. That's the judges will decide. Well done. Happy? Well done, okay?
If you were to do it again, what would you do differently?
Grab more time.
There you go. What you did, I was really happy with. It was quite challenging to get 2 creams done in the time, so I think you did really well. It's quite dense in texture, and because of that, it's not really taken a lot of moisture in the middle, so it's still quite dry in the centre. But you've got lots of nice moist elements to it with it. It's a little bit more moisture for me, definitely. Flavours are there, okay, you can see what you've done, but it needs a bit more nerve. I really like the dish. It's very simple in its presentation. I would have liked a bit more herb. I got the honey, that was coming through nicely, but perhaps just a little bit longer on the infusion. The pampadu needs longer soaking, that's for sure. It's quite dry in the middle.
The sawbone is really nice. There are some good ideas here, but you just need to tidy it up. The fruit is beautifully cooked. It tastes great. Really nice flavour to it. It's just a bit on the thin side. The flavour profile with half water is delicious. Really nicely balanced. Love the flavours.
So Julie, let's talk dessert. How was it today?
It was very good, actually. There were a few interpretations which perhaps I wouldn't have recommended trying at this level, and a few people had a few issues with the control of the stove. They're used to cooking quite fast and quite harsh heats, and our inductions are super efficient. So we had a few slightly charcoaled on the outside.
On the flip side, some really lovely harmonious flavours as well.
Yeah, delicious. Some really interesting pairings of spices and herbs with the stone fruits. Really innovative ways of using the stone fruits as well. So it wasn't just the pan fried, we've had purees, we've had gels, we've had all kinds of things today, so it's been interesting.
For me, they all are stars. For me, they all are winners, but there is only one winner, and today has produced one of those winners, which was one of the hardest to choose.
Today was quite tough. Everyone was pushing, everyone worked hard, everyone done a good job.
2 hours is too. It was hard. I would like to do a bit more.
Overall, yeah, I'm very happy. I was the first one to get everything done, which was a bit of a relief as well.
I'm confident, I'm happy, but there's things I would change and there's things I would go back and do again. But can't do that now. That's hindsight for you.
Everything gone to plan, in time. At the end, I still got 4 minutes left.
You know, I'm walking away with your head held high, knowing that you've done all you can do. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
I know myself, I've cooked well, and yeah, that's all that matters really.
I'm proud of everything I cooked. I was happy with every plate, otherwise I wouldn't have served them.
I'm happy with what I did, and if I win, I win. If I don't, I've had a great day.
It'd be amazing if my name was announced as a winner. It's one of the best competitions around, so even being a finalist is a fantastic achievement, but I want to go that step further and win it.
Winning Young National Chef of the Year this year would mean everything to me. I think it would make me feel a bit more confident in myself, especially for, like, you know, doing it for my grandfather. I want to make him proud, and you know, and hopefully he looks down at me. Even if I don't win, it's like, you know, I'm proud of it, you know.
See, if I was to win the Young National Chef of the Year, I will be very, very overwhelmed.
It would be ridiculous to have my name on that list. There's so many amazing chefs on there. Just to have my name on there would be an absolute win. Like, it would be so exciting.
This year, I couldn't say I've achieved much. So this would end quite a bad year on a really good note.
The pandemic has caused a lot of trouble in life, so it'd be an honour to win it this year, end the year on a high.
If I win it, I would be really, really happy and see my name on it. I just feel like I'm proud of myself and I have done something, I have achieved something in my life.
I'd cry personally. It'd be such an achievement for myself. So all that hard work's paid off.
It'd just be so special to just walk home and just tell Mum and Dad and tell Tyler, my brother, give Nan a big cuddle and tell her what I've done.
It's been a journey. It's been a journey of changes. We've learned along the way. We're learning constantly. And I've got real high hopes for this year's finalists and ultimate winner.
What a final that was. And it's safe to say that the industry really is in safe hands if those plates are anything to go by. Now it's down to the judges to make those all-important decisions. Who will be crowned the 2021 Young National Chef of the Year? Once again, Churchill are asking you to get involved in a competition with a People's Choice Prize for the set of dishes that you, our audience, believe to offer the best presentation. So, to get involved, head over to @Churchill1795 on Twitter and vote by simply liking or sharing your favourite dishes. Join us live tomorrow afternoon at 2:10, where we reveal our winners.